back to when you were recruiting guys like Noel Ellis and Darian Claiborne, Jordan Master-Giovanni. What did you see in them at the time that made you think that they're going to fit my system here? And then have they exceeded your expectations already at this point, your vision?
We don't recruit anybody that we don't think can play for us, in particular early. And when we talk to guys about the recruiting stage, guys talk about am I going to redshirt? I talk to them. That's up to you. If you come in here and demonstrate the ability to grasp our scheme and play at a level that we can trust you to do what we're asking you to do, and you fit in and you're in the too deep, we'll have that conversation about you playing right away. And we got a lot of guys that are here in the next 36 to 72 hours going to be fighting to try to get in the too deep.
How important is Saturday for those young guys, particularly the freshmen?
Well, we've had some things. It's not like we haven't been practicing for the last 2 weeks. So,
but with coaches
Saturday,
off the field, that you talk about a lot.
Yeah, but we've probably done more of that this camp than we've done in the past. Mm-hmm. Just because we got so many, not just young guys, but new players. You've got, whenever you have 31 new guys, you're just trying to get them involved and see where they can fit in. That's a third-degree roster. And so we have to do more than just drills. We got to let these guys play football and get them in a scheme and really see what they can do without the coaches on the field. So yeah, Saturday night's important, but we've probably done more of that type of stuff than we have in the past, just to try to get these guys ready.
In terms of the scrimmage, what are maybe the main one or two things you're hoping to accomplish with?
Stay healthy. Being honest with you, we got we come out of there healthy, but I think where those new guys fit, and when you have that many open roster spots, you had no depth from last year. You don't have a team with 54 guys, basically. And so these 31 guys are going to have to play a significant role. Many of them, maybe the majority of them, on this team as backups. And that's why we recruited them and developed the starting lineup, but also developed these guys because they're one play away from playing. And they're going to be critical to our success on the special teams.
And it helps to get people in the stands too, doesn't it, in terms of seeing what you've got?
Yeah, there's no doubt. That's why I tried to get it out early. That it was open. Try to get it out early in the week, and it's different in the stadium. We laugh. Julian Obioha started every game last year in the regular season, and he practiced great all during the week. Every time we went to the stadium, it was like he forgot what he was doing. They turned the lights on, people cheering. But I use that example to say that was important for him to be able to react, get coaches away, and have him think on his own, and it helped him getting in there. But he was really, really poor at that for 2 or 3 times. So we were in the stadium last Saturday. We've had some scrimmage situations to start practice. We've done more live work, I think, this year than, like I said, we've done in the past, just to get guys to see what they can do. There's some risk to that, but there's also you need to have an idea of what's going on before August 31st.
Where are you when it comes to the decision on Everett?
That is still pending. So it's a conversation that Eric Hyman and I will have.
And also, what's the status on freshman offensive lineman Pilisak?
He is. I don't talk about injuries because we haven't seen him out here, but I'm not sure what's going on with him specifically. He had a back injury and medical term. I'm not a doctor. I just know that we're trying to make sure that he's at 100% before we put him out.
But he's still on the team.
Yes.
He's
Oh yeah.
injured.
Yeah. He's just been injured, and we're going through some just checking him out medically just to make sure he's going to be all right before we put him out there.
You had a guy, Jake Matthews, had a chance to leave for the draft and chose to come back. How valuable is a guy like that? And also, when you look at him and Mike, the Matthews boys, kind of what is it that makes them so productive and good?
Well, according to a report I saw yesterday, he's pretty damn important since he's rated the #1 guy in the country. So, he's a great leader for us. I mean, moving to left tackle has really helped us. I tell you what, what's underrated about him, and I think to extent about Luke was, they played great in games, but I think people underestimate what competition does in practice and how that helped Demontre, and how Julian Obio as a true freshman, anytime we went ones-on-ones, which is all year, had to play against Jake Matthews every snap, and getting to the game sometimes was easier than being in practice, and so our guys, as your team gets better and your talent level gets better, I think you develop, your team develops faster, and there's no doubt, he's a veteran guy. You see it in what he does, his pass sets, his moves, his run blocking. He's just steady, and he's having fun playing football.
You called Jokel last year a low maintenance guy. Is Jake that type
Yeah,
too?
he's the exception. He's the what I term the low maintenance great player, and we're running out of a bunch of those in the country right now. So that's part of recruiting. That's part of everything else. But he is, like I said about Pat last year. It wasn't until game 7 or 8 people started talking about him. As an offensive lineman, if they're not talking about you, then you're really playing well. So we're getting spoiled around here, particularly Boom and Set out there. We moved Jarvis out there a little bit just to see what he could do, and he looked pretty good out there, 320-some pounds, but he's got to wait his turn to sit inside there and deal with things. But we've got some guys that can move, and as I said, we're going to have to develop guys behind him, and that's what these next couple of really this year is about. But making sure that we develop the quality type of depth that we need, particularly in the SEC.
Kevin, how would you assess the backup quarterback battle right now?
I think all the quarterbacks are playing pretty well. We're giving them all kinds of turns. You guys have been out there at the beginning. You've seen different guys go in there. You can make of it what you'd like.
We have.
I guess you guys did it last year too. So you should know by now. It doesn't mean anything. Did you figure that out last year? We're gonna pick who we're gonna pick.
We work with what you give us.
You guys gotta write something. Say something. Huh? But you ought to know by now that we're gonna pick who we're gonna pick. So we're rotating. We'll run guys out there, and the plan during practice is some days some guys get more reps than the other guy, and we've got to have a contingency plan for whatever happens at quarterback, and so because of that, Matt and Kenny have on different days. One guy's gotten more reps than the other 3, including Johnny. So we've had to do that. This is practice 12, so we're moving along here pretty quick, and that's a lot of practices, and that gives us time. We've got 2 practices tomorrow and a scrimmage. So by Saturday you will have 15 practices. Camp will be half over.
I think a couple of schools that scrapped their autograph sessions. I know a lot of Aggies are happy. What went into the decision to go ahead and go forward with the Meet the Aggies?
Well, it's we had a discussion, and there's a lot of we do a lot of things here that I think we try to be part of the community, and we truly do have a fan appreciation there, and I think you have to be smart in how you handle that, and other people have decided on how they're going to handle that, and I think it's one of those deals that we do some things here in the spring with little kids and try to get them around the players, and I think it's good for our team to see the sports. The fans are excited to be there, but it's also good for our guys to see how much people really care about the program and them, and what real impact they have on the community and former students and our fan base. And that's a good thing. So, you know, the way the climate is right now, you might have to tweak it a little bit, but I think it's good for our guys to be around. It's great for their community.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Guys, good.